We are in Idaho, the potato capital of the world. Well, to be exact, Blackfoot, a small city in Idaho, is known as the potato capital of the world. But why are we here? We made a trip to Yellowstone and Grand Teton National Park, which is in the state of Wyoming. So we took a flight from Raleigh, North Carolina to Salt Lake City, Utah. From there, we rented a car and drove to Rexburg, Idaho, where we have booked an Airbnb for our trip. And that's why we are here. When someone says Idaho, the first thing most of us think of is the famous potato. Any history of Idaho would not be complete without mentioning the history of the potato industry. Potato is a major crop in the country and an important ingredient in many American meals. The famous Idaho potatoes, aka russet potatoes, are widely used for making French fries, chips, mashed potatoes, soups, and many more. To get some more information about the history of potatoes, we made a pit stop at Idaho Potato Museum in Blackfoot, Idaho, which fell on the way to our Airbnb. See those green circles on the ground? The moment I saw those, I got curious and found out that in places like Utah, to reduce water waste, this kind of farming method is commonly practiced. This is called center pivot irrigation system, where water is pumped from a well in the center of the circle, attached to an underground aquifer and distributed through a long pipe with wheels which pivots around a central point, resulting in an even distribution of water and creation of those symmetric green circles.
Get off the aircraft, you will not be able to get back on. Welcome to Salt Lake City. What?
This car is electric.
I don't think it's an electric car.
It is.
We are at the rental car section of the airport and just got an SUV from Alamo, which we had booked in advance. There are several other rental companies to choose from like Enterprise, Dollar, Hertz, Thrifty, etc. We also brought a car seat for our kid from home. If you are not carrying one, the rental company will provide you for an extra fee. We'll be using this car for the whole trip, which is for a week, and on the last day we'll be dropping it off right from where we got it and board a flight to come back home. The whole rental process is really easy and convenient.
Where are we going?
Rexburg.
Rexburg is in which state?
Yellowstone.
Idaho. Idaho state.
Idaho.
And right now, where are we?
On the way.
We are, but which place is this?
A place next where the army trucks are.
This is Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City.
And it is in the state of Utah.
Utah.
Utah? No, Utah.
Utah.
Yeah.
After having a hearty meal, we have started for Idaho. Our Airbnb in Rexburg is about 3.5 hours away. We'll make a stop in Blackfoot to visit the Idaho Potato Museum, which falls on the way. Took a quick break to see the cattle. Back on the road, now let's enjoy the scenic drive together. We are here, let's head inside.
Get inside. Get inside.
Potatoes originated in the Andes Mountains of South America and was cultivated by the native people known as the Inca. The potato made its way to Europe in the 1570s and became a staple food in the late 1600s and early 1700s. Explorers introduced the potato to Africa, China, India, and Russia in the 1600s, and in 1623, the potatoes were introduced to North America. The first potatoes were grown in northern Idaho by a missionary, Reverend Henry Spalding. The Spaldings were forced to leave in 1850 when their missionary work was brought to an end by the Whitman Massacre. Pioneers entered the Salt Lake Valley in July 1847 and seed potatoes were planted in a 5-acre potato patch. Soon, the potatoes started growing. In the process of settling in other areas, some pioneers mistakenly crossed the border into Idaho and established their farms there. And that's how potatoes again made their way to Idaho by way of Utah. The museum was established in 1988 by a handful of people who had been meeting and working toward opening a potato exposition. After a lot of hard work, the first Idaho Potato Expo was opened here in August 1988. The 5,500 square foot building was originally a railroad depot constructed by the Oregon Short Line Railroad, a subsidiary of Union Pacific Railroad. Union Pacific donated the building to the city of Blackfoot, and the city leased the building to what was then the Idaho Potato Expo and is now the Idaho Potato Museum. Today, the museum is full of potato artifacts and collections. It also houses the largest potato crisp ever made and holds a Guinness Book of World Records for that. There is a small theater inside the museum where you can choose from 4 short films about the Idaho potato industry and related topics.
I miss the potatoes.
There is a section of the museum which displays the farming equipments invented in late 1800s to ease the back-breaking work of cultivating and harvesting potatoes. The old depot freight platform is now the Potato Lab. Kids can do fun experiments with potatoes and play Mr. Potato Head races and computer games designed by the Idaho Potato Commission. In this section, people can experience potato harvesting in virtual reality. It's such a fun way to educate people about harvesting potatoes and let them experience the process. Came to check out the Potato Station Cafe full of hot and fresh potato snacks. Finishing off our trip to the museum by getting some souvenirs. heading over to our stay in Rexburg. Hope you enjoyed the video and thanks for being here. Stay tuned for our next video where we'll be visiting the Yellowstone National Park. Till then, goodbye and take care.
Oh.